from day 11 already. Wow, it's about 6:06 and I'm just getting on the trail this morning, trying to work out all those aches and pains from yesterday as my body wakes up. Rough night sleeping last night. It was really warm and muggy last night as I tried to go to bed, so it took me a while to fall asleep, and then I just couldn't get comfortable. I need to figure out a pillow situation. What I have isn't working. At least on this trip, it hasn't been very comfortable, so have to figure that out in the future. But today I am heading 10.1-ish miles, I think is what it says on far out, to Granite Creek for my last camp of the day. I'm hoping it won't take me as long as yesterday. We'll see. I have about 1.2-ish miles down to get back on Wonderland, and I have one big-ish climb down, and I have a little climb up to Granite Creek. So apparently I have toothpaste in my mouth. So here we go. Let's have a good day. It has been all downhill out of camp this morning. Once again, being the first person on the trail, I'm doing a bunch of silk blazing. Silk all over my face. A little overgrown in spots, but this is kind of a good thing because these, once again, are salmon berries. And if I look as I go through here, I can find some breakfast. Woohoo! Still working my way down this morning. In the distance there, I can hear the river. I am thinking that might be the Carbon River, but I'm not sure. Coming off the Carbon Glacier. Just almost here, made it down to a trail junction. If I'm gonna guess, this is the junction back to the Wonderland trail. I think yesterday I accidentally said it was like 16-mile Spray Park. It's not, it's like 8 miles. And yes, let's see, go around the corner, sign. Wonderland Trail, 0.2 away, almost there. All right, we got another suspension bridge. This is over the Carbon River going up there. I am not going to film again as wobbly as it was last time, but here goes nothing. That one was not nearly as bad as the one we did earlier. It didn't bounce side to side as much. All right, officially back on the Wonderland Trail. This morning's hike was brought to you by the letter D for down. I'm pretty sure the rest of the afternoon's hike or morning's hike is going to be brought to you by the letter O, as in, oh my God, this is uphill ever going to end. Take it one step at a time. Right there in front of me is the glacier. I don't think I would have recognized it with all the dirt on top. I haven't seen it from this angle. Right down here at the bottom must be the source of the Carbon River. Nice view of the face of Carbon Glacier there. I always think of glaciers because of all the TV shows as being pure white, but this one's a fairly long way down from the mountain, so I'm sure it's pushed a lot of earth between there, which would explain all the dirt in there. Just found a medium-sized friend, and there was a small little piker running around here too, but he was a little more skittish. I haven't been filming that much since I started to climb out of Carbon River suspension bridge area. It has been a steady grind all the way up. I'm tired. My legs are feeling it. I finally got a little section that's flat for a little bit, but I saw behind this is another big ridge, which I imagine I have to go up that. So keep going. Still getting a bit of a nice break with this flatter section for a little while here. Giving my legs a little bit of a rest. Now that's a view of the mountain. There is right down here at the bottom, those are all glaciers. I doubt if it's showing up in the camera, but they have such a blue color. And then right up there, you got some beautiful blue in there in those glaciers. Every side of this mountain is pretty spectacular with the glaciers. A little boardwalk leading in the Mystic, and you see on some of these boards, you've got those nail heads sticking up. Well, I just caught one of those with the top of my shoe or something, and it about yanked me backwards. So keep an eye out for those. There is Mystic Lake. It'd be a beautiful lake to fish if there were any fish in it. I might have been wrong. There might be fish out here. I see some things jumping out there. Could be frogs too. Not sure which. Not getting a good enough view when they come up. That was a very pretty place. Could have stayed there for a while. I'm going to keep walking. I should walk past the campsites here in just a minute too. I'm going to keep going past those. I'm probably not going to investigate them. I'm feeling okay now, so I think I'm going to try to push on a little bit more before I stop and have lunch. Just to make the after lunch time a little shorter, of course. Made it down to Mystic Camp, not Mystic Lake Camp, because it's like 0.2 miles down from the lake, and it's back in there, so you don't have a lake view. You do have to put a little work in to get to it. There's the toilet and a bear pole, excuse me. Not a bad campground maybe, but just know you're not going to be seeing the lake from down here. Just crossed over that river right there on a nice log bridge. Had a nice handrail. I would not count on the handrails to save my life, but they are nice for keeping your balance. I thought about having a break there. It's about 1.5 miles to a good water source, I guess, which I think I'm going to try to get there. Eat my lunch, take a 40-minute break before the climb up to Granite. One of the few streams we actually had to rock hop across there. Came right over on those rocks. Nice and dry. I'm on a front end of some light sprinkles. They're just staying right with me. Occasionally I get ahead of them. Real light. I don't see anything too dark behind me. I know it's gray, but I think it's gonna be another light one like I had yesterday. This one I'm gonna try to walk out. I'm hoping I'm getting close to my lunch spot, maybe find a tree to hide under if I need to, but we're gonna keep going. just looked off to my right as I was coming down here from the trail, and it looked like a bunch of just rocks and dirt, but no, that is another glacier, the face of it. Coming off of Mount Rainier up there. Look at the volume pumping through this creek. Came down, this is what I saw, I didn't see a bridge. There it is. I'm not gonna record on this one, it's a little sketchy. The bridge looks fine, but you know. The crossing went just fine. I wouldn't count on the rail, as I said earlier, it saved me, but it was good for balancing. The sprinkles have caught up with me. They're coming down a little heavier, but it looks like I'm going into the forest here. Hopefully find that river or that stream, get some water and take a good break. Let this sprinkles pass on over. Within about 200 yards of crossing the river, came to the stream. I'll get to the other side first here. As I started to say, when we crossed over that bridge, we actually kind of went back up towards the mountain, towards where we saw, I pointed out, the waterfall and the glacier. And right now, I made it up to the waterfall area. I'm gonna sit here. I'm getting bombed by bugs already, so hopefully they're not too bad. But I got a tree right above me, keeping me out of the sprinkle. So I'm gonna take at least a half hour, 40-minute break here. I'm tired. There was a small rise to get up here, and my legs did not like it at all. And I got about 2 miles to camp, and it's all uphill. So take a good break. All right, that was a nice break. Oh, probably 45 minutes plus. Hopefully my legs recovered enough. I have 1.8 miles, and I think only about 800 feet. So hopefully it won't be too bad. So here we go. Just had a rock slide there. Saw some big boulder stone. All right, made it to camp. Let's go find a site. Didn't realize this was such a small site. 2 sites, and they do have a group site there too. So I'll go check out one here. It's right above the creek. One was okay, nothing special. So I'm gonna come check out 2. Oh, there's another site, 3 at least. Here is a shot of my final camp, number 2. Granite Creek, of course. Number 2's done me really good all this trip. Camp is all set up. I'm just laying down, relaxing a little bit. I need to walk back, about 0.1 to get some water here in a little bit for tonight, and I'll do that. All the way up from where I took that little lunch spot there, it was sprinkling lightly, not enough that I needed to get my rain jacket out, but it was sprinkling the whole time. I got my hoodie trying to dry now. Hopefully it's not still sprinkling out of there. It doesn't sound like it. Tough day. 2 big climbs. Actually, the first one was the big climb coming up from lunch. Wasn't too bad. Had a few steep sections. I'm hoping the rest of the climb tomorrow morning will be like that. I got about 5 miles, I think, into sunshine, and then 3 miles downhill to White River. So my last night here out in the wilds, get my old man beard there showing up white. This has been a spectacular trip, one that I would do again. It's some very, very manageable, very doable trip, I think, for most people if you love hiking and backpacking. So definitely keep this in mind. All right, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Not sure what my final dinner is. Hopefully it's something good. I'm going to be hungry. We're finally starting to get some sunshine. All that gray that was following me this afternoon is gone. We're getting some sunshine here, which is good because I'm a little chilly. Getting dinner going. I'm going to make another cup of ramen soup again because that was good. But tonight is fettuccine alfredo, and I have some of my veggie mix that I made dehydrated to put in there. So should be a good last meal. Let me restate that. Should be a good last meal on the trail. This better not be my last meal ever, but good one on here. Day 11 is in the books. Just finished dinner. I had Alfredo with chicken tonight. That was pretty good. Threw some extra veggies in. I probably needed a little more time on those. They were still a little hard. Went and checked out campsite number 3. I thought it was crushed by those trees, but no, it's just way up there. So it's a little ways from the bear pole. So probably, but it was a nice spot. Yeah, but everything's done. My water's pumped for tonight and tomorrow. So I think we're going to call this a day. It is movie night again tonight, which is kind of fun. Still a little chilly, a little edge in the air, even though the sun came out. My shirt is still drying. If it doesn't dry by morning, I'll probably just wear out my other sleep shirt, which is a Patagonia Cool Daily, which I like to hike in as well. All right, well, let's call that a night. Oh, I just had a ranger come by a little bit ago. She was on her way to the facilities, and I'm chatting. Guess 11 days being out here without talking to a lot of people. I got chatting. She's like, I'll be right back. I was like, oh, felt sorry for her. But yeah, I'm ready to get home, kind of. I'm happy to see my family. I'm going to miss being out here. This is a great trail and one that I would definitely do again. Next time, though, I'm bringing some people with me so I don't talk to myself and go stir crazy. All right, we'll call that a night, and I shall talk to you all tomorrow. Day 12, our last day, less than 8 miles out. I think we have a climb in the morning, about a mile or so, 900 feet, so nothing too bad. Go down, then a little blurb, and then it's downhill to Sunrise and eventually to White River to wrap this thing up. All right, I'm excited to finish. Sad to leave this area, though. We'll talk to you soon.